Hi everybody, I'm Rachel from Well Worn Whisk. Today's video is about birth stories, my birth stories. So it's in the plural because we've got two kids. Arthur is just 5 and Beatrix is almost 3. With Arthur, I had a C-section, and then with B, I went on to have what's called a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after section. So for this video, I'm going to focus on the VBAC because I think that's probably of more interest to people and I think it might be more helpful to people. Right from the start, you know what, I really want to have a normal, vaginal birth. I was just really worried about, could my body labour? Because I didn't go into labour with my son Arthur and because induction failed, I was really worried. I was like, is my body capable of going into labour naturally? But I went into labour naturally the next night. Amazing, whilst I was watching Towie. So memorable. It wasn't like it built and built and built. It was like, wham! I was on the floor, I was punching the walls, I was on the phone to my midwife. It was the worst. Sorry to put anyone off who's about to have a baby, but it was unimaginable. But for me, it was right from the start. Because I was in such bad pain, they said, you better go up. So they were like, oh, baby might be back to back, which is why you might be in such pain. So even though I was in massive pain when I was in labour with my daughter, I didn't want to have an epidural until I was at least 6 or 7 centimetres. And that's because when I had my son, when I first went in to be induced, the anaesthetist came in and was like, you're going to be induced, it's going to go ramp up like that. So I suggest you have an epidural now. And we're really busy, so I might not be able to fit you in later. So I was like, okay, that's fine, let's have an epidural. And then the contractions, which I had started to build a little bit at that point, just stopped as soon as I had the epidural. And I have read that can happen. So with my second birth, even though I was in this incredible pain, I was very adamant, like I'm going to keep off the epidural as long as I can. So as soon as I got in, I was like, give me the morphine. Had that until I'd maxed out on that. And then I was like, give me the gas and air. That was surprisingly effective. And I managed to keep that going until I was about 6 or 7 centimetres. And then at that point, I was like, I need an epidural now, okay. And then it was like, right, 10 centimetres. And then it all went scary. So I bet a few of you guys have experienced this. It's like, right, baby's in trouble, heartbeats, she's struggling, her heartbeat's slowing down. So then it's like prepped for theatre, whiz straight through, everyone's in theatre clothes. And at that point I was like, oh, screw the VBAC. I just want to get the baby out healthily and happily. I was like, oh well, I'm going to have another section, but let's get the baby out. So I was prepped for theatre and so on. I was lying there on the table and they said, we're going to try one thing first before we go to section. And they got the old barbecue tongs out and I didn't feel a thing because they'd given me an epidural. Forgot to say that. Oh no, I didn't. I did say that. Yeah, they'd given me an epidural and so I didn't feel a thing. Little episiotomy, push, and she was out. So I didn't have a section. I had a natural birth. She came out pink and well, it wasn't natural, I had drugs, but I had a vaginal birth. She was the pinkest, most perfect, I just remember saying she's perfect, baby. So yeah, that are my birth stories, and it was lovely thinking about them again actually, because even though neither of the births were perfect, they're my birth stories, and I got 2 amazing, perfect children out of them. So I'd really, really like it if you told me what happened when you had a baby, or if you're about to have a baby, what are your expectations? Hope I haven't put you off too much. So tell me what your birth story is. Put them in the comment section below and yeah, let me know. Okay, I hope that was interesting or helpful or, well, enjoyable, I suppose. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.